Hello, my beautiful Cancers. This is going to be your bi-weekly reading from January 15th through the 28th. This will be for all Cancer placements, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, as well as North Node and any ascensions. And we are going to get into this read. Y'all already know chakra cards and crystal cards in the description box below, along with my personal information if you need to contact me or you want a personal read. Let's get into it. Happy New Year. Hope y'all New Year is going good so far. Okay. Let's see what y'all got going on. I feel like something getting to y'all. Under your skin, under your nails, under something. Something getting under you. Maybe a new man if you're a woman. I don't know. But let's see. I was just feeling I had before I shuffled the cards. I just tell y'all whatever comes to my mind. Okay, let's see. Nothing jumped. Oh, that is a pretty. That's real pretty in the beginning of the year. Okay, you learning, okay. All right. Ooh, look at them double aces. What you trying for, twins? Double aces, 10 of cups, bottom of the deck, temperance energy. We all know that the temperance is Sagittarius energy. You got a little fire. You might be dealing with a fire sign for some of you. If not, definitely some fire energy present. You're hopeful about something, about maybe possibly a transformation or changing something, or maybe getting somebody out your life. I'm getting that too for some of y'all. And for others, getting someone out. I feel like y'all always in this energy of wanting to reconcile with someone and wanting to move someone that is currently in your life out. I'm not sure why, but it really come up, I swear, like the last few readings I did. Go back. I'm pretty sure I said this. But, so this is at the bottom of the deck where you don't see coming, okay? And definitely, judgment as well, at the bottom of the deck. Judgment is Pluto energy, but it's like maybe you need to judge yourself more. For some of you, you might actually be standing before a judge for something, but there's like an energy of forgiving something from your past. Like you got to move on from something, and maybe your chance is going to come from moving on and handling something the correct way. You can't force anything. I feel like y'all such a force to be reckoned with that y'all try to force a lot, okay? And sometimes you just got to be honest about what things are, okay? You got the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. That's one of my favorite cards. See the deception, or is pulling a rabbit out of a hat, as I call it, which means you can kind of make anything you want to happen, and you need to put that energy into something that is beneficial for you if you have it, okay? Okay, so let's get into the actual read. You got the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. 2 cups. Cups is always good to have. Cups are filling. Cups mean things are in balance, okay? So with the 10 of Cups, you know, this is obviously 10s are always bringing in ends or beginnings, especially this is still being freshly new part of the year. This reading is actually going to go into the Chinese New Year for you as well, because this reading resonates all the way until the 28th. So I think the Chinese New Year is the 22nd. And so basically this 10 of Cups is finding contentment and peace with something. You have to bring yourself to have harmony with something, or maybe it's saying that you have a lot of things in balance and in harmony, but I'm getting for some of you that you need to bring them into harmony still for some reason. Could be something pertaining to children, because there are 2 children here. See, playing right there. Maybe some of you want children. Maybe in order to come into this energy of getting the things that you want, you have to learn to put things in balance with that Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so with this Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is basically kind of something new, but not really. It doesn't have to be something new. It's like you can renew the way you look at something. You can be inspired by something again, maybe something that got dull to you or something. You can have new creative success or whatever. And that comes from, I do think, really channeling your energy of kind of going inside yourself and like I said, seeing things for what they are, understanding to accept certain truths. So you got the Ace of Cups as well. Ace of Cups is is, for some of you, like I said, how it might be twins. It's the double Ace of Cups because it can definitely signify pregnancy, but also it can signify love. I think Cancer in general has a lot of love to give, but sometimes it gets misconstrued because you got so much emotions with the love that you have, and it does not come off as love to other people. Okay, it can be very overbearing actually, and sometimes a little too much, which is why this cup is kind of spilling over. You're trying to put something into it, and it's like your cup that was you want it full is now spilling over and becoming too much, maybe becoming excessive. Or maybe for some of you, if you find out you're pregnant with twins, that's going to be too much for you. Like, I don't know if I can do this. So, you know, a couple different scenarios here, always a couple different scenarios, or should be. I feel like definitely there's some past energy. There's some past energy you need to make peace with. And I think I tell you this every read. Some past energy you need to come into balance with somehow, either reconciling or recognizing the truth behind something. And sometimes that comes from accountability, accepting your accountability or your part you play in something and not worried about someone else's. Let us clarify and clear this up. I don't know if y'all see, I started burning my Valentine's candles. I hope it brings good true love and all that stuff in for y'all. My general reads is not love based. I will do my February read, I think, is 2 days before Valentine's Day. So I think when I do that read, I will do that with a love reading for everyone. I don't normally do that. My generals are whatever shows up, whatever vibe I'm getting. So I'm going to specifically make that one for love. So if you want to tune in for that next read. Okay. 10 of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you've been, I feel like I'm repeating your reads all the time, I swear to you. But you're very generous, or if not you generous, you have people with generous energies around you. It does not have to be money, but it does look to be money. Like, you could be generous with your money. Maybe that's one of your ways of loving, is to give energy or give money. And if that is your way of loving and you're not giving money to something that you claim to love, what does that say? I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe that's something you need to think about. But definitely a generous energy. And for some of you, like I said, especially with the kids pretending there, maybe some of you claim to love with your money and you aren't giving to your own kids. I don't know. Just saying, that's a scenario, that's a possibility. So maybe, like I said, you need to reevaluate some stuff and look at it for the truths, because if it's true for this, the way I learned that is it's true for the other as well. So you kind of got to like sit with the truths on certain things, okay? Especially to bring them into balance, to have peace with them. The Two of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace of Wands. With that Two of Pentacles there, that is, to me, always look like somebody juggling something. Look, two different shoes on. They can't pay attention to their feet. They can't see their feet. They study throwing. They ain't got time to look at their feet. They don't got time to think about themselves because they steadily juggling and doing so many different things. Okay, especially clarifying that Ace of Wands. It's like you want to have this new creative success. You want to have new success. You're venturing into new things. For some of you, it might be that you're constantly getting into new things, and you're not taking no time to really take care of yourself, take care of the situations that matter. Even the waters is kind of running a little ramp. You see the waves in them. The boats is kind of up in the, you risking everything else every time you start focusing on a new project, because everything is not in alignment. Okay, I really think that's what the Temperance is for some of you. You need to bring all the stuff you're doing kind of into alignment. Maybe you would benefit heavily from having a planner or something where you can actually plan and have scheduled times and routines for things. Building a routine is very essential to success, by the way. So with the Ace of Cups, let's clarify the World card. Okay, the World card is the last major arcana card. It is basically completion, conclusion, something ending. Endings are usually to be celebrated. I see a bull here. You could possibly be dealing with some type of earth energy, or you could be extremely stubborn. And it also looks like a lion to be here in a bush. Lion energy is having strength. Maybe you're portraying this, you're constantly in rotation, being strong and stubborn as well. Being strong and stubborn, and it closes you off to having this overflowing cup for some of you. Okay, maybe it is closing you off to seeing the good in certain things, or closing you off to true emotional gain or happiness. Okay, let's get some final messages for my Cancerians. I'm telling you, them cups is flowing for you, though. You definitely looking beautiful in the sector of getting things you want, but maybe you're not keeping them. Maybe something is going wrong somewhere. Things are out of alignment. Maybe that's why you need a plan. You neglecting other things when you get new missions or something else going on. Every time you add something to your schedule, you dropping the ball with everything that you already gained. I don't know. But Nine of Cups, that's kind of like wish fulfillment, and the Four of Cups are the final messages. And the Four of Cups being like being confident in something, you did have that Lion here on the World card. Maybe you exude more confidence than you actually have, or maybe too much for some of you. And confidence can secure things. You're supposed to be confident. But with the Four of Cups, it's like there's an energy of not being disinterested. You're getting the things you want, and then for some reason later, you're no longer interested in it. It is because you're dropping the ball with the things that you obtain every time you get them. Oh, I wanted this quarter. It's shiny. It's beautiful. Well, now you got this quarter, and you learned how to get this quarter, and now you got 2 more quarters. Then you, after 2 more quarters, it adds up. You end up getting $1. Now you don't got no fascination with the quarter no more because you got the $1. The $1 not even shiny. Like, you think you got something better. When I say this about y'all, you think you got something better, and then you realize that, hey, what I had, I actually was kind of more into. Now I'm not really into this. So it could be a matter of losing disinterest in things, or dropping the ball, keeping up with things that once you've acquired them, or thinking that you have something better, moving on. Like, some people believe that there's always something better. And maybe you need to come to a place of contention and realize things that you have that are good, okay? You're not open to realizing that right now. So, at the bottom of the deck, you're foolish. I'm not surprised I showed up. I'm not trying to call you a fool. It's just what I'm saying. The Fool also has 2 mismatched boots on, just like the Juggler, if you haven't noticed. But, so, yeah, here's the Fool. Blind. Blind to what they have, blind to what's going on around them. Actually, you're about to step off a cliff, and you're about to hurt yourself when you had this opportunity. You are traveling light. You have this thing where you're kind of, I want to say, dropping people. You're dropping them, but you're not dropping them. You're just dropping the ball and taking care of them. Like I said, if it pertains to you, like, if you're someone who loves with your money, but here you are not loving your kids with your money, you're dropping the ball. You're getting all the things you want. You traveling light. You ended up dropping your load. It is good not to carry everything from your past with you, or carry certain things with you, but not when it comes to situations like that. You got to evaluate and look at the situations, okay? Definitely evaluate situations. So here you are traveling light, like you didn't have all that other stuff, like you haven't acquired those 3 quarters and bumped up to the $1. All you got in that bag is the $1 because it's mighty light. You're neglecting your duties to the other things that you have gained. 2 of Wands. This is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the clarifying deck, okay? 2 of Wands. Okay. Maybe you don't see that you have a reliable partner. You could possibly have a reliable partner right now. Or maybe you feel like you don't have a reliable partner, or had a reliable partner in the past. And maybe if you have a partner now, you feel like they lack in reliability, equality, or even bringing you a form of stability. Maybe they do all they can, but for some reason you seem to be somebody, like I said, oh, I got these 2 quarters. Now you moved up to the $1. Maybe they're no longer of interest to you. And it is okay to change your mind and become something different, but you have to look at the scenarios in which you are doing that. That is not a good situation for every situation. Okay, it's not a solve all for every situation. So I think with that 2 of Wands energy, maybe you need to evaluate your partners. Maybe you need to look at them again. Maybe even look at them with new eyes, because you could be foolishly walking off, and you're walking off away from the sunset. And maybe you already feel like this about decisions you made in the past, but yet you still keep repeating it for some reason. I don't know, Cancerian. Okay. Let's see if any chakra cards are out of alignment that need to be in place, or what's the attention that you need to work on during this time to kind of give you a push in the right direction. chakra cards for my Cancerians. I feel like so much on jump connection. And I feel like they holding back. I feel like you hold back. See? Abundance. Y'all could have had that abundance. They held back. Harmony held back. It's not that you can't have these things. You need these things. They're holding back because of your own actions. Okay? So you got crown and you got root. That came out that are really the things you need to work on. One of your crown chakras is your connection, okay? Realizing connecting patterns in your life, your connection to the people that are in your life. You love with your money. When you don't do that across the board, it kind of looks weird. It looks weird to other people, especially if they notice it. You know what I mean? And I'm just using the money as an example. You might love by giving time or by being there or whatever your method of love is. If you're denying someone you love that, then you're either in denial about the fact that you don't love them, or you do and you're extremely hurt by actions and can't get past them. So anyhow, it's like you got to know that you are worthy of unconditional love from people, okay? You kind of have to open yourself up to the connections that you make. And if you're going to explore them, then explore them with full consciousness, okay? And just be careful. You can't, you make these connections. Make sure in the beginning, before things get underway, and you take on that responsibility, that is what you want. Because you seem to be leaving kind of a trail of broken things and moving the way you're moving. You got root chakra stability, okay? Allow yourself to give and receive support. Allow yourself to receive what you also give. You gotta hear that? Okay? So you have to trust the pathway that unfolds before you and recognize how they are all connected. You just got connection. Crown chakra. Okay? Support yourself. Have kind thoughts about yourself. And encourage the things you are connected to with compassion and understanding, okay? That provides a basis for stability. And another crown chakra card, divine will. You have to align yourself with the divine will. Allow wisdom and support to basically evolve who you are on this earth. Grow when you settle into the service of yourself and others, okay? That's where you experience growth. You have to leave space for the universe to kind of play things out as well and not try to control everything. If you are, again, just an example, loving people with money, you are now connecting things only through financial matters. So when you lack on doing that or lack somewhere with doing that, you don't allow the universe to really play a part. It's like you're still trying to pull the strings and like, hey, you hurt me, I'm hurting you type of energy is what I'm getting. Okay? Allow the universe to play its part. You cannot be the universe. You are not God, no matter what you bring into people's lives. Okay. All right. Any crystals for my Cancerians? Any crystals to help them vibrate on a higher level and get to where they need to be? Look at that. I think I'm playing. Something did flip, and it flipped in the deck and it didn't come out. I'm trying to find it. I think it did. I think it was blue. Or the back of it was blue. Let's see. It's going to be easier to tell this way. I swear I've seen something flip. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I've seen something flip. There's so many potential jumpers with you. Like, there's so much potential and it's all being held back. Take that one since I was looking out. Shinga, something I think that's called. I'm gonna leave it. It's a lingam, shiva lingam or something. Okay. Yep, shiva lingam. Go all in your essence, okay? If you're feeling, sometimes our ego can have us feeling extremely supersized, and for some of you, sometimes small. You can suck the life force out of things, which is why I'm telling you to be careful with how you do things or handle things, especially people. Especially once it seems like you're no longer interested in you when you do so in a very, very harsh way. And you leave those things to suffer, even if they're still connected to you. You've got to work on your mind to be able to allow yourself to have all these connections and maintain all these connections, and that takes great strength. So Shiva Lingam helps you to use your all, to use the essence of yourself in all anyways, to seek enlightenment and kind of be kind of like a cushion to your mental, and just kind of bring things into balance. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Love you. See you back soon.